Today, we need to talk about a very important last minute change in federal law that is about to impact millions of people who rely on stability, routine, and safe options when it comes to managing pain and sleep. The government just passed a massive spending bill, which we all know, to reopen the federal government. But tucked inside that bill was a provision that effectively bans most hemp and CBD products across the country. And I'm not just talking Delta 8, guys, okay? Not just intoxicating products, almost everything. The law says that within 1 year, hemp products can contain no more than 0.4 milligrams of total THC per container. And I said per container, not per serving. So if you have ever used a bottle of CBD oil or sleepy gummies, you'll know that this number is not enough. It's just too small. And because that number is that small, this is basically a ban on marijuana altogether, just in disguise. So nearly every CBD product on the market today exceeds that number. And for years, people have turned to CBD not as a trend, but as a practical, safe way to manage wear and tear on, your body. Like the joint pain that builds up after decades of hard work. Muscle stiffness that doesn't go away like it was when you were 20. I mean, the nights where you can't even get comfortable enough to fall asleep, or maybe you're waking up too much. CBD has been like this gentle, non-addictive option, a way to avoid heavy medications with harsh side effects. I mean, it was a way to keep some control over your own health and body. And now that option is quietly being taken away. The reason given by lawmakers is that unregulated intoxicating products, especially like Delta 8, have been flooding gas stations and corner stores without proper safety controls. That is a legitimate problem. I do agree that is a legitimate problem, okay? But instead of regulating the industry, enforcing like age limits and creating safety standards, the federal government has chosen the broadest possible option and easy for them. And that's basically a ban that sweeps up responsible adults along with bad actors. So this also creates a new problem in states that built strong regulated CBD markets. Places like California, Oregon, I think Illinois, New York, and oh my gosh, Colorado for sure. I mean, these states have systems that require third-party lab testing, labeling, dosing, and safety controls. And now even those programs might get overridden. So, I mean, people who have relied on carefully regulated lab-tested products for years will soon be left searching for alternatives. And those alternatives often mean basically turning back to prescription drugs, that are stronger, more sedating, and are far less kind to your body. Or buying weed on the street where it now is unsafe and could cause harm to the user. There's another piece the public deserves to know. In this same spending bill, Congress removed a provision that would have allowed VA doctors to recommend medical cannabis to patients in states where it's, already legal. Both parties supported that change, by the way, earlier this year, and it still got cut. We are left with a federal government that is restricting CBD, restricting medical cannabis access for veterans with PTSD and suicidal ideations, and limiting the safest option available all at once. We have a 1-year delay before this ban takes effect. Some senators are talking about using that window to create a regulated, responsible system that doesn't punish people who use CBD for wellness and pain relief. That only happens if this issue gets the attention it deserves, and that's why I'm here talking about it. Because what happened here is simple. A complex, far-reaching policy change was quietly slipped into the government reopening bill. All right. And it will change the daily lives of millions of people. This is about common sense. It's about health. It's about the right to responsible, safe, non-addictive options. And it's about a government that should be making, life easier for people who have already put in decades of building this country to what it is, not harder. And that's basically what they're doing with this.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to stay connected and informed to the stories that matter, the people that matter, and most importantly, the truth. The thing that is so hard to find right now. And just so you guys know, I do the best that I can to answer the comments. So I really hope to see you guys in there.